All right. Hello, everyone. It's your girl, Jynnette the Oracle. Let's see. I think the stream is looking a little better. I think the best quality so far has been Taurus. So I'm trying not to move around too much so that there's not too much pixelation happening. But it's definitely better than Aries and Gemini. What I'm trying to do now is to not, or is to give more time between the videos, because I think part of what's going on is if I record too quickly, the video is still uploading onto YouTube, which is slowing down the streaming capabilities here. So I think that's actually what it is that's going on. So what I'll do then for the future one is just check to see the video has actually uploaded and shown, and then I'll actually start a new one, and hopefully I'll remember that for the future, because month by month, right? Anyway, this is going to be for the sign of Cancer. Hello, fellow Cancers out there. Oh my God, July was insane with the eclipses, in particular the full moon eclipse. The whole second half of that month, my God, so much, but we are out of it, and hopefully you guys are feeling the wonderful balm of Leo season right now. I know I am, because yeah, that was just, oh, it was a lot. Thank you to those of you who participated in the July crystal healing grids. It was a wonderful experience, and thank you for sharing what you were experiencing and feeling and seeing in the spirit and all that kind of stuff. That was awesome. Of course, I'll keep you posted if there's any new grids that are coming up. If you are not already following me on Instagram and Facebook, please do so, because that's the best place to get a heads up about a call or an ask for folks to participate in doing healing work on behalf of the collective. And this past month was a mix of personal work as well as family, ancestral, and the earth work. So really nice. Thank you so much for participating. The fourth quarter of the Lightworker Academy will be starting in October, I believe. So enrollment will be opening soon to give folks time to sign up. So be on the lookout for that on my newsletter. Sign up for my newsletter on my website. I do announcements, obviously, about classes and events and stuff, as well as offer exclusive discounts each month. And all you have to do is just reply to the newsletter if you want to take advantage of that particular discount. And I send those out weekly, usually on a Monday or Sunday, Monday or Tuesday. So, depending on when you watch this, if you're not already signed up, go ahead and sign up. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to clear the space a little bit. I forgot for well, no, I didn't forget for Taurus. They didn't really need the energy clearing. But for you, Cancer, after the month that we had, we're going to do this. So just take a deep breath and receive this healing energy. Let it bring coherence to your vibration. Very nice. Okay, so this is going to be for Cancer rising, sun, or moon sign. Okay, and then if you know how to hack your chart, you can definitely check out other aspects and see how that may be influencing different parts of your life. But let's get into it. So the overall energy for you, overall message for the month is this card of knowledge. Okay. So you are very much in a growth process right now, and what you're doing essentially is stretching outside of your comfort zone, but in a positive way, meaning leaning much more, meaning that you are leaning much more into what is uniquely yours, in terms of, you know, your gifts, your talents, your service to the world, what's uniquely yours in terms of what you need for your heart, what you need for your physical health and your body, what you need for your spiritual experience, all those kinds of things. So there's a bit of an exploration in this, specifically as it relates to connecting with others. So this is no longer about a process of self-discovery. Like you are clear, or at least you should be more clear now, about all of that. But what this seems to be more is like figuring out, or giving yourself the opportunity this month to figure out and to test as much as possible how this fits in with others, how this fits in with your dating life, with new friends, with new business collaborations, like whatever that is. And going through the motions, going through the practice of bringing what is yours to the table, seeing what is being brought to the table by the other, and doing that dance of seeing if there's a synergy that can come of, these 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or more different perspectives as it relates to one larger overarching goal or one sense of a call or something, okay? But it is an opportunity for growth, so you have to be willing. You have to be willing to engage in the process and to not get discouraged either, because everyone doesn't have to agree with you. You also don't have to agree with everyone. And the more you stay true to what is yours and what is for you, the easier it's going to be for you to be connecting with those that are going to be appropriate complementary reflections of what you're being called to, or what you're looking to experience for yourself. Okay? But this is not a solitary month. It is a month that is honestly going to require you to be engaged. Now, it doesn't mean that you need to be like crazy social butterfly, but at this point, at this stage of the game, in terms of the dreams that you have for yourself for the future, if it's not involving the support and the collaboration of others, that means that you're not dreaming big enough. You're not wanting to step fully into your power. You're not really wanting to really go on the path of fulfillment of your dreams and goals, like flat out. Okay? So there's that. For relationships, those of you who are in committed partnerships, there looks to be that there's going to be some shakeups here. They're necessary to break up some old patterns. So there's either going to be a breakdown or a breakthrough, depending on what's been going on. Your job, though, again, is to advocate for what it is that you want, your needs, your desires, because you tend to think of other first before yourself, and as a consequence, give too much ground. And so a lot of the times the problems that come up are problems that you permitted and that you've known about, that you've just been like sweeping under the rug. So there may be some breakdowns for you guys. Now, for those that are having the breakthroughs, it's going to be a beautiful thing, because whatever that merry-go-round, whatever that loop is that you may have been in with your partner, you guys are going to be able to break free from that and move on and move forward. So that's beautiful. Now, for those of you single and looking or dating, this is also a situation, again, where you need to put yourself out there. So it's not going to be a comfortable month, but I don't necessarily think it's going to be negative. It's just going to force you to get outside of your shell. You're going to have to engage, Cancer. So put yourself out there, because there are opportunities. You may have to take a little bit more of the initiative and make sure you're going after what you think you may want, or at least do your due diligence to see if what is being presented to you in terms of a romantic partner is really on the up and up, but actively engaged. This is not the time to take a back seat, okay? You don't have to react so much. You know, you respond, but you know what it is that you want. You know what it is that you need. You know what's important to you. So discover. Actively engage. You know, some things need to be discovered over time, but other things, like, you can assess more quickly. So don't be lackadaisical about it. All right, so now for money. Things might still be a little tight, but you're actually good. All right, so stay doing what you're doing, because you are sitting in an energy of success. I mean, point blank, but there is an energy here of like having to keep the faith and stay hope. So that means that either factually money is not that great, or your emotions about it, your perspective about it is not that great. But regardless, nothing's actually wrong. Okay. So stay on track, because things are going to shift and pick up with money coming up soon. Okay, whether that's by the I mean, it could be from when Jupiter goes direct, which is going to be on the 11th, that you may actually start seeing that shift and change. But at the latest, September, at the latest, you'll see a shift and a growth and expansion in your money. So hold tight and remain disciplined. Oh, I'm getting a message. Your thoughts manifest things, your words manifest things, and those that you surround yourself with are also manifesting the environments that you put yourself in. So be cognizant of that. Be cognizant of that. Somebody needs to hear that. Work also is probably going to pick up a bit this month as well too, a little bit more busyness. But let's actually talk more specifically about that. So for work stuff, the busyness, like I said, yeah, is going to pick up. It's not going to be negative, but you're definitely, like, if it's been a bit of a lull at work, or, you know, if you own your own business, that is going to start shifting. Definitely by the time Jupiter goes direct and moving forward, because at that point, Jupiter is actually going to start moving very fast, because it's going to clear and end, get through, you know, the second half of Sagittarius in just a few months. So it's going to be moving pretty quickly. So just know that work is going to, your busyness is going to pick up. Now, I'm getting this message here about like the completion of a cycle or the ending of some period that you've been going through. So maybe for some of you, depending on the business that you're in, or a corporation that you work for, maybe their sales year or something about their books closes around this time, and there's some kind of review and a planning for the future that might particularly be happening. Okay, and then if you're in business for yourself, this actually would be a good time for you to actually start planning for next year. And I know that seems early, because normally those kinds of messages for me come through in the fall time. but I'm getting it now. It's something about like getting ahead of the curve, getting ahead of the wave, so that you're riding the wave as opposed to being crashed by the wave. So take the time and the space now, especially before things start getting really hectic, because they are going to get hectic in the fall, and it's good because you like to be busy. But you know, if there's a lot of things that you have to do, you're going to get frustrated because you're going to wish you had that additional time. So take it this month. Take it this month so that you can be able to step back and have a bird's eye view about what's going on and be objective and to plan as much as possible and get as far ahead as you can in front loading things, so that you're not stressed out later. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to go week by week for you guys, but overall the energy is looking good. Yeah, so I just heard the phrase responsible creation. So it's another thing here about your thoughts, your emotions, and the environments that you put yourselves in, especially really the people that you're associating with, that's going to determine what you manifest. So you decide how you're going to feel by how you think. You decide how your health's going to be, how you choose to take care of your body. You decide how your money's going to be by how you think about your money and the things that you do to cultivate money. You decide how your relationships are going to be based off of who you choose to be with. Because the keys are in your hand now. Now that we had that new moon eclipse in Cancer, this whole second half of the year is manifestation time. So, and the universe is taking a step back and being like, what is it that you decree? So I removed whoever that guy was, because I don't do trolls on my page. So just as a side note, because I am streaming this live, when you see trolls come on here, do not engage at all, because that is actually dark energy, and all it does is actually drag the vibration down. Like, you literally do not have to engage with it. If you don't see me engaging, you don't engage, because it's not important. Don't waste your energy. So I hid them from this. Okay, so let's see week 1. We got 6 of Wands for week 1, so that's really nice. It's a victory card. All right, I won't take this, but I'll show you. It's the King of Cups. Ugh. So far, it's looking like the first half of the month is just really beautiful and really strong for everybody, which is nice. And maybe that's because, you know, Mercury has gone direct, but yeah, so far, the first half of the month has been really, really nice. So keep enjoying your summer, guys. Oh, okay, we got them all. So week 2, we got the 8 of Pentacles. Week 3, 10 of Swords. Again, that week 3, I don't know what's going on with that full moon there. It's a full moon in Aquarius. That might be kind of finishing off that energy from the last nodal cycle that was in Leo and Aquarius, but maybe that's why it's tricky. But anyway, and then week 4, we got this mystery card, and that actually came out in clarification for Gemini in the same week. So it wasn't their overall energy, it was clarification, but you got it as overall energy. So the clarifier on that is going to be the Hanged Man. So that's some healing. So now we have at the bottom of the deck 3 of Swords. So this is not seeing, this is no longer seeing the world through rose-colored glasses, seeing things for what they are, no longer being an illusion. So you can't actually lie to yourself right now. You're going to get what you create. So if you want the good, create the good. All right, so let's clarify this week one with the Six of, there's too many cards, with the Six of Wands, what this victory is about, or what's this referring to? Because it might just be victory coming out of the eclipse season. You might have passed your own kind of internal test on a soul level. Okay, so we got Three of Pentacles, yeah, some promotion and moving up, leveling up. Three of Swords, yeah, seeing things clearly again. And then the Star has been showing up pretty much, I think, for everybody so far, the first 4 signs. For everybody else, it was at the end of the month. For you, Cancer, you get it at the beginning of the month. So there's a lot of healing, there's a lot of progress, work, collaboration. Again, seeing things clearly, being in control of your mind. But yeah, it's beautiful. So whatever that internal or external test or whatever it is that you were going through, you've come out on top. So keep pushing forward, keep your eye on the prize. Let's clarify week 2, which is the 8 of Pentacles energy, which is a energy of working, keeping your head down and focused and working. So we got Princess of Cups, Ace of Swords, Princess of Cups can actually be a new beginning in love. Ace of Swords can be mental or heart clarity. And we also got the Leo card, the Strength. So this could be love or money or both, actually. But it's some new beginning, and there is a lot of clarity here. And again, correct, right judgment, perception, discernment. I really like this, and the courage to move forward. I think actually by the time we get into this week, you actually are realizing what I'm talking about the power of your ability to manifest. And I think it actually emboldens you and helps you to charge forward, charge ahead, and take it seriously. Not in a like heavy way, but it's like, it's you get it and you're not taking it for granted, if that makes sense. Okay, so 10 of Swords in week 3, which is about when we have that full moon, which is in Aquarius. We got the Chariot card. So this is you. This is actually another victory energy moving forward. So I'm actually hearing what this is, the completion. So maybe there's a sense of like inner resolve that happens in this week 2, week 3 quarter, because that's also right around when Jupiter goes direct. Second card out is Princess of Swords. So again, that's defending what is true. And then 8 of Swords. Gemini also got 8 of Swords in this week as well. So yeah, defending yourself as you move forward. And I think it's really more so defending yourself against negative thought patterns. So there might be a bit of fears that pop up randomly for you during this time. And you have to like, no, I'm going to push forward. I'm not going to get in my own way. I'm not going to self-sabotage, that kind of thing. It seems more internal than external for me. All right, last week, week 4, we got Queen of Swords. So I love that. We go from the Princess of Swords to the Queen of Swords. So there's a lot of maturing that happens in that point in the second half of the month. Then we get the Magician. Beautiful. Love to see that, because again, that's the energy of you creating the reality. So far, there's like a major arcana showing up every week. And then we got another Queen, Queen of Wands. I like this actually. So yeah, I think by the end of the month, there's some integration that's happening, but I feel like, honestly, the bulk of this month is you really understanding in the first half of the month the power that your mind and the decisions that you make, your emotions, and who you surround yourself with really do manifest your realities. And then when we get to the second half of the month and finish out the month, like once that actually has hit home and you're taking that seriously, you're playing with a little bit more and kind of seeing like how far you can go with it. And there's an integration that's happening in your spirit and your mind. Your consciousness is starting to work in tandem now. I like that. That's actually I got new tea. I have a green tea. That's a very powerful place to be, Cancer, because it tells me that you're coming into soul power this month versus individual human power, because you're understanding now the relationship between the human and the divine, or between the human and your soul. And I think these are working in tandem now beautifully. Because yeah, we start with a 6, week 1, week 2, we go to an 8, week 3, we're at a 10. And then the final week, the hangman is actually a 12. So there is like almost a coronation at this point. I love it. Okay. This is great, Cancer. I like this energy. And I'm going to stop there with it because the bottom of the deck is the 4 of Cups, and that is actually a Cancer card. So this is what you are, this is actually what you're learning, Cancer, is how to manifest. Not even so much what to manifest, it's how. And the way that it works best for Cancer is to work in the non-physical predominantly. And then, of course, as a consequence, who and what you're choosing to surround yourself with that aligns vibrationally with what you're trying to create, whether it's relationships, friendships, business, collaborations, etc. And if you get this, like, I mean, get it this month, Cancer, because you can really shine through the rest of this North Node through Cancer transit, which is going to be going on until May of next year. But this 6 months in particular, you can manifest so much magic. Just allow yourself to believe it. I know it can be hard for you sometimes, because like you'll say yes or you'll say no, and then you'll like second guess yourself. But walk on the faith of your soul. Walk on the truth of reality, not on what you see with your human eyes, because that's not the realm that you rule. You rule the causal realm. So yeah, I'm excited for this energy, Cancer. I like the vibe. These readings this month so far are actually very interesting. I'm really liking it, but there's definitely a uniqueness here with you guys. So anyway, if you would like to book a personal reading, go to my website, andersonalchemy.com. Thank you so much. And yeah, see you guys soon. Sign up for my newsletter and stay posted on, stay connected on Instagram and Facebook at Anderson Alchemy for the latest that may be popping up in terms of like crystal grids or other things that I don't have time to share here on YouTube, but what I share there, okay? So yeah, please also subscribe to the channel, help me get to 1,000 subscribers, and like, comment, and share with family and friends. Thank you so much, and see you soon. Bye.